Good morning, my name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You are all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested for. As you stand before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. And that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by you if you plead out to your case or the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you've been given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. You have the right to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you this morning. Also, you are entitled to make a phone call. If you haven't been able to do so yet, to let friends, family, or your attorney know where you are, please let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be used against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Swear from testimony before the court with the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Tanya Lee Adamanis. Good morning, ma'am. Can I have your date of birth?
July 7th, 1989.
Okay, you are here this morning for introduction of contraband into the jail facility. The bond is currently $2,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office for you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State, does she require a record? I know she's in there for something.
Yes, she does. She's got, she goes back to 2008, burglary, making false report, another burglary of a structure, petty theft, possession of controlled substance, probation violations, and grand theft this year.
May I ask how many points the current charge holds?
I don't even know.
I'm not sure what level it is.
We're not sure at this point. You can talk to your attorney about that, okay?
It's in the forms.
Sure. All right, so I'm going to set your bond at $4,000, okay? All right, I see you. When is her other case set for?
She's serving on the Senate side.
Oh, she's already, okay, she's in.
Judge Thomas is around December 8th.
Okay. So we'll see you back to court on January 17th at 8:30 in the morning in front of Judge Toner, okay?
I'm sorry, what was the date?
117.
18th?
17. Wait, 17.
January 17th, 2018.
117. Okay.
Ashley Lude. You want to make an announcement?
Sure.
Okay. Give me 1 second, Ashley, okay?
Buenos días, este es intérprete en español. ¿Hay alguien que necesita los servicios de intérprete?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Luden, can I have your date of birth?
11/14/90.
All right, you are here this morning for 2 counts of violation of probation. There is probable cause for your arrest. So based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on December 8th, he wants you held no bond on those until you can get back in front of him. So we're going to keep that to no bond. Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office, and we'll see you back to court on January 17th, okay? Cynthia Moreno. Ms. Moreno, can I have your date of birth?
7/30/89.
Okay, you are here this morning for domestic battery.
Yes.
And it's based on a warrant. Okay, it's based on a warrant, so there's probable cause for your arrest. Did you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the Public Defender's Office?
A public defender?
I'll appoint the Public Defender to represent you. State your hiring.
First arrest.
Cartoon.
All right, Ms. Moran, I'm going to set you a bond on this case of $50, but I want you to have no contact with Felipe Moreno, okay?
I was going to talk to you about that. That's my husband, and we want to be together on Christmas. I was going to ask you if you would do away with a no contact. It's my baby's first Christmas.
Okay, well, it's not up to you, ma'am. It's up to Felipe. If Felipe wants to lift that no contact, he's got to figure out how to do that, and he's got to get a judge to do it, okay? It's not going to be up to you or me this morning. So we're going to keep the no contact for right now. That means do not call him, do not write him, do not email him, do not have any contact with him whatsoever. If you do have contact with Ms. Moreno while this case is pending, you'll be charged with another crime and you'll be held without bond. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay, I also need to hold you until 4 o'clock today. And we'll see you back to court on January 10th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Melissa Giles? Okay, Ms. Giles, you're just here this morning because you were transported here from Pasco County, and I'm to advise you that you have a court date in front of Judge Merritt on January 9th. And it looks like you want me to appoint the public defender for that case?
Yes, please.
It looks like a violation of probation. I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender for you, okay? Someone will come out to see you shortly.
Thank you.
Sure. Case number?
I
I have
have
it.
17 CF
904. Thank you.
Nicholas Semino? Mr. Semino, can I have your date of birth?
9/25/86.
Okay. You are here this morning for a burglary of a dwelling and a petty theft. I understand that you have been in custody for several weeks, no bound status due to a bunch of these charges, but these are just two more that they found. There is probable
Yes.
cause for your arrest on both of these. Do you have a public defender in your other cases?
Yes.
Okay. We'll appoint the public defender's office. You have previously been RCO'd, so you have an RCO in, I believe, most of your felony cases. So you're
Yes.
entitled to a bond on this case, though. We'll set the bond on the burglary of a dwelling at $15,000, appoint the public defender, and have you come back on January 9th with your other cases. With regard to the petty theft, you're still entitled to a bond on that. We'll set it at $2,000, and we'll see you back to court. Okay, January 17th at 8:30. Is that the same date? No, January 9th.
The 9th, I believe.
Okay, January 9th. January 9th for all of your cases, okay?
Is the
Appoint the
petty,
public defender in every case.
is the petty theft a felony or misdemeanor? 'Cause they checked felony on the box, but they just wrote petty theft, so.
I believe
It
felony
expires?
theft. Yeah, at this point.
In the PCF, David, it says on the second page that he has 2 prior theft convictions.
Okay.
To make it a felony.
Well,
So
they
we're
check
doing that
the
on
box.
19 also, right, Judge?
Yes.
Thanks.
Jean Fleury? Good morning, can I have your date of birth?
10/11/82.
All right, you are here this morning for a DUI. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Public defense.
Appoint the public defender to represent you. Speak.
First arrest in Florida. It looks like he was arrested 2 years ago for something in Louisiana. Maybe traffic, I'm not sure, but didn't say DUI.
There's nothing reflected on his driving record. So, okay, Mr. Fleury, I have an address for you on Callaway Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Year and 4 months.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I install glass. I'm a glazer.
Okay. Bond's currently $500. Go ahead and set your bond at $250, okay? And we'll see you back to court on January 10th at 9 a.m. Okay? Christopher Lilly? Mr. Lilly, can I have your date of birth?
12/12/81, 1981.
Okay. Mr. Lilly, you you are here this morning for possession of a controlled substance. The bond is currently $2,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody? Or you want the public defender's office?
I want to hire somebody. I mean, I'm talking about public defender.
Okay. I'll find the public defender's office to represent you. So I do see that you have an open case right now, 2017 CT 4297. It's a driving on suspended driver's license. I believe you were in front of me a couple weeks ago.
Yes, and that night, that's the only ticket I got that night.
Okay. That case is set for January 5th. What I'm going to do you want to go ahead and resolve that driving on suspended driver's license today?
How would I do that? But,
We would take a plea today. You'd be adjudicated guilty, and you'd owe $438.
Okay. I mean, I don't have the money on me. I mean, I don't have money on court now, but I'll take guilt for the license.
Okay. I know you don't have
I'm
any
sorry.
money on you right now, but you can make your way down to the clerk of court and make a payment arrangement for that. You got to get down here within a couple days. You want to go ahead and do that?
Okay. That sounds good.
You got to start by taking a plea on this case today. That you're giving up a right to go to trial.
Yes. For the license. Yes.
Yes, for the driver's license case. You're giving up your right to go to trial, you're giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your behalf, and you're giving up right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regard to the charge of driving a suspended driver's license case number 2017 CT 4297, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I accept your plea of no contest. I find you freely and voluntarily entered. I adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 2 days to Nana County Jail, 2 days credit for time served. You'll have fines and court costs amount of $438 and the cost of incarceration assessed against you. You need to make your way down to the clerk of court and make payment arrangements for those when you get out. With regard to this possession of controlled substance, the current bond is $2,000. I'm going to ask the state attorney's office about your prior record.
It looks like he was arrested once in 2008 for just not even conviction, so no criminal history.
All right. Go ahead and set your bond at $500. We'll see you back in court on that case on January 17th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Thank you.
Ronnie Partain.
Hello.
Mr. Partain, what is your date of birth?
3475.
Okay, you were here this morning for a failure to appear in front of Judge Hitzman. It looks like a violation of probation for an expired DL and driving a suspended driver's license.
Yes,
Is that
it
what
was. Recommendation is 60 days.
Okay, the recommendation of probation at this time is 60 days from Nana County Jail. If you want to take care of that this morning, we can go ahead and do that this morning.
Go ahead and take care of it.
Okay. You understand by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up your right to have a hearing on the matter?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up right to bring witnesses at that hearing and to confront the witnesses against you at the hearing. You want to give up all those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with regard to the violation of probation in case number 2016 CT 3726, do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes.
Okay, I accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, revoke and terminate your probation, sentence you to 60 days from Nana County Jail.
Judge, it says in here that he was transported from Pasco, so I'm trying to look up his Pasco credit. He's only been in here since yesterday. He has no front end here.
Okay. Let's transfer that credit for time served.
60 days.
Gets credit for Pasco if he was in custody of Pasco and something different.
If they have the warrant, because this is the warrant arrest.
Keeps in Pasco for something.
Okay, well, they're figuring out your time served. You're going to have cost of prosecution of $50.
It's only since the 15th anyway, so it's 6 days.
6 days, okay. $50 in this case. We're going to give you credit 6 days total.
Yes, Your Honor.
For
There was
6 days,
no front
credit
end.
for time served. And did I get everything? I got off track.
That includes cost of prosecution.
$50 cost of prosecution, yes. Okay, that should do it. Did you get that, Madam Clerk? Got where I left off. It was 60 days and 6 times. Gilberto Perez.
Morning, yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Perez.
Morning.
What is your date of birth, sir?
32371.
You were here this morning for a violation of probation. Looking at a violation of probation warrant signed by Judge Merritt on October 13th, indicating that you absconded. So there's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Appoint the public defender's office. We're going to keep you held at no bond, and we'll see you back to court with the Judge Merritt warrant. Do we have a Judge Merritt date?
January 17th?
I have that to Toner.
That was Toner.
Oh, January 9th.
9th. See you back to court January 9th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Paul Quarantillo.
Good morning, Honor. How you doing?
Doing okay. What is your date of birth?
5/18/84.
All right. You are here this morning for an exposure of sexual organs. I did find probable cause for your arrest, and it's based on a warrant.
I'd like the defender to represent me.
I'll go to the public defender's office. State is required.
Your Honor, I'd like to explain something.
I wouldn't
have
say
a
anything
job.
about the facts of your case, okay? I've appointed the public defender's office, and there's a public defender here. If he feels like anything needs to be said about your case, I would rely on him to say that.
Mr. Quarantino, there's nothing you're going to say right now that's going to change your situation or make it any better. All you're going to do is make it potentially harder for us to help you in the future. Judge is going to set a bond on this case. There's nothing that she can do to throw this out or correct it, so please just contact our office once you bond out, okay?
This history.
No, but I have a job today at 1 o'clock that I have to be
Well,
to.
I'm waiting for the state to tell me about your prior record so that I can figure out what to do with the bond. So, can you let that happen? All right, let's let that happen. State, what is his prior record?
Out of state. First arrest in Florida. He's got criminal history back from New York. Petty theft conviction. DUI. Infraction conviction.
About how long ago was the
2007.
2006, and then you got 2007 DUI, and then you got another DUI in 2007. It looks like that's it. He hasn't. It's been 10 years.
Okay. All right, Mr. Quarantillo, I have an address for you on Hilton Drive in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
I've lived in Florida for about a year and a half.
How long have you lived in Hernando County?
A year and a half.
Okay. And you said you have a job?
Yes, I do. I work at Harper Freight in Brooksville,
Okay.
and I have to be there at 1 o'clock today.
Okay.
And
I'm going to set your bond at $500, and we'll see you back to court on January 10th at 9 a.m., okay? I've appointed the public defender's office, so you want to get in touch with them. Shane Turner. And Mr. Turner, can I have your date of birth?
8/23/94.
Alrighty. You are here because it looks like you have some issues out of Georgia. Sorry, is that the right state? Yes, Georgia. Okay. So Georgia, it looks like they might want to extradite you for some charges that you have up there. So you have two choices here this morning. Your first choice is to have an extradition hearing. At that hearing, which will be set out in about 60 days, you'll be held in custody for that 60 days. And at that hearing, Georgia will have to prove that they have a valid warrant for your arrest and that you are the right subject of that warrant. If they prove that, then they will go ahead and take you from our custody. Or you can waive the right to that hearing and give Georgia, put them on the clock now, and give them 15 days to come and get you. Would you like to waive that hearing and give Georgia 15 days and put them on the clock right now?
No.
You want to have the hearing in 60 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll go ahead and I'm not going to agree to extradition. We'll set the hearing out in 60 days. We're going to hold you in custody until then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We're not appointed, right, Judge?
I'm sorry.
We're not appointed, correct?
You all get appointed on it?
I don't know if they're entitled to an attorney from Georgia or from Florida. We've never actually gone to the hearing stage on this.
It's not a criminal charge here. It's a criminal charge
Yeah,
in Georgia.
that's kind of what I thought, so.
Yeah, this is just Georgia's giving us the proper information, and then they'll take it.
He's not even at the podium.
He was.
Oh,
He was
okay.
there.
Where'd he go? Oh, we put a date on this?
The clerk's office, that's it, I believe. All right, did I get everyone at the jail?
Because I think we
No,
skipped-
ma'am, we still have a Kathleen
The one.
De Laurentiis.
Oh, okay. Kathleen De Laurentiis?
Yes.
I lost the paper. Did I give it to you guys by accident? I lost. Ms. De Laurentiis, can I have your date of birth?
12/7/63.
Okay, is that the correct date of birth?
That's what I have on the PCF.
Okay. Mr. Lorenzo, you're here today charged with domestic battery. It looks like that's based on a warrant. There is probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office? Do you want to represent yourself, or do you going to hire somebody?
Public defender, and respectfully request R&R so I can return to work, please.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't be following the law if I gave you ROR. I'm not allowed to ROR anyone on a domestic battery charge, okay? The statute requires a bond. So, state, does she have a prior record?
No.
Okay. Ms. De Laurentiis, I believe your husband or your ex-husband is the victim of this case, Mr. De Laurentiis. I'm going to order that you have no contact with him whatsoever while this case is pending, okay?
Understood.
Okay, that's Robert De Laurentiis. So I do not want you to write him, call him, text him, email him, any way that you can imagine having contact with Mr. De Laurentiis. I forbid you from doing so. If you see him out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If he calls you, you should really hang up the phone. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Mr. De Laurentiis wants to file a civil document against you restraining your contact with him. I'm going to set your bond at $100. I have addressed you on Daffodil Drive in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Correct.
Okay, is that where he lives?
Yes.
Yes?
I have somewhere else to go.
You have somewhere else to go. Okay, because you can't go there if he's there, okay?
Understood.
Okay, we're going to see you. Did you say you wanted the public defender?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If I did the public defender, we'll see you back on January 10th. Make sure to get in touch with your public defender and make an appointment, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, is that it at the jail?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All right,
you.
Thank you.